Hey, Stace.
Hey, Darce.
You want to fuck our boyfriends on national TV?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good look. We're going to both show that women who are 45 are sexual beings.
We're not dry anywhere down there. We're moist.
And we're going to make it really awkward for everyone.
Ready, Stace?
Ready, Darce?
Here we go.
It's our big hit.
Twins.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters.
Stacey is the one who's always got my back.
Yeah, Darcey's love life, that's a lot to unpack.
True.
Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing.
House of 11, we've had lots of guy trouble, that's well known.
I've got a fiancé and she's alone.
Wow.
All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. We got tight faces, but in tight places, we think and we act as one. Take it, Darce.
Manifest our twin power.
Scooter bapa dee bahada
Ba-da-ba-da, do the twins. Up-ba-da-ba. Ha-da-ga. Ooh, my boobs shake when I do that. Ooh. Ooh-ah. Welcome to 90 Day Case, everybody. Welcome.
You know, did you just cough into the microphone?
Well, I just cleared my throat because I did.
But that was a cough.
I kind of, you know what? You've literally burped on our show. One time, like, I think you let out a spitting fart out of your ass. So you have.
No,
I just went.
No, that was a cough. You coughed.
Drink,
you do it all the time.
Drink your juice, Shelby. Drink your juice.
I can't get comfortable.
You can't
still.
get comfortable.
I'm gonna have to do this like this. And I look like a crazy
You can't
person.
lay down when you do a show. It looks low energy. Sit upright like
It's
a
not
lady.
low energy.
Like your mother taught you. Move the pillows and sit in the corner right there.
Y'all,
We're in a hotel.
We're in a hotel room.
Because it's a fucking 120 degrees outside in Los Angeles today.
It's not comfortable. It's okay. I'll make it.
And Poodle and I both, not the same hotel room. I'm saying, believe me, on the other side of town.
Yeah. I'm staying in the shady side of town. That's again, you sound like you're coughing.
I was laughing. Poodle, we had points, but also Poodle can't spend money on he couldn't. I'm like, just pay the money for a hotel. I can't. It's just principle.
But
and
when
then
it's this hot.
I sent him a screenshot that it's literally 115 today. And 5 minutes later, I get a hotels.com.
Yeah. It needed to happen. And I'm
Needed
just
to happen.
It's a nice, cool hotel room.
You know, because sometimes Poodle has a problem with, and I'm just going to say this is his problem, but it might be your problem too. Y'all, it's good to be, judicious with our funds and save money, especially
I'm
in
not
these times.
cheap, but I don't
no,
like to.
You have a problem treating yourself.
I do have a problem with that.
And I
totally
think
agree.
There is nothing wrong with treating yourself or having nice things that can help you live a better life.
I totally agree with that.
And we're working on that for you.
We're working on that.
I got you up to Tito's vodka a year ago. You were drinking fucking Barnett's. Burnett's.
Sky.
It's one step close.
Let's talk about Darcey and Stacey.
Let's talk. Speaking of drunk people, let's talk about Darcey and Stacey. This is season 1, episode 6, Unfinished Business.
What?
And speaking of unfinished business, y'all.
Uh-oh.
We played this a little early for our Gatreons.
No.
But
No, this has nothing to do with
for our listeners. Y'all, something has been found.
Oh, no. No, I don't want to sing it anymore. I'm going to plug my ears. Oh, no.
You can drive your car through the Arbuckle Mountains. You'll love the beautiful view.
It's a key
Drive.
change.
Bring the kids out to
See the animals.
where there's always something new.
We've taken them from their habitat.
Arbuckle Wilderness, the animals just off I-35 south of Davis, Oklahoma.
Y'all,
Their lives are completely there for your own amusement. How their own existence is don't matter at all.
Y'all, it's real. And some of you, I just heard people scream out, no, because you just got that song out of your head.
I'm so glad the animals at Arbuckle Wilderness are biting back. I'm so glad that bison gored a woman. That sounds really awful.
No,
This is what we deserve for keeping animals captive.
I can't disagree with you.
You know, hopefully they'll all take their place.
I know it's. I gotta say, it's still.
It's like Tiger King. I find it strangely satisfying that everyone's hopefully we'll get theirs in the end.
Everyone's very excited. Even my mother called me Matthew. You won't believe it. And I think she forgets. Like, my mom thinks, like, we have a popular podcast. Like, she thinks it's, like, popular-ish.
Yeah, but not
but she doesn't get it. Like, y'all, by the way, we hit top 20 in TV After
Big
podcasts
deal.
on Apple Podcasts. So thank you for
like
that.
Ed McMahon. Big deal.
Big deal. If you
Yes, there, mister.
haven't left a podcast review, that's what it helps.
Hey-yo.
Hey-yo. So thank you for that. So my mother calls me, not knowing. Y'all, of course, if you haven't listened yet on the $5 Patreon tier, we did
Tiger King, Tiger Queens.
We did every single episode, had a great time, was a massive success for us. So clearly, if it's in the news that Carol Baskin's going to be on Dancing with the Stars, do you know how many...
Motherfucking Carol Baskin.
Do you know how many goddamn Instagram messages and texts?
We got a lot.
A lot. My mother calls me like 24 hours after it happened. Oh, Matt. Oh, I have the best news. And I'm like, what, Mom?
She was really going to get you.
I was like,
she was going to surprise you.
Like, you're not going to believe it. And
you're like,
I was like, what is it? I thought she was like, I mean, I can't. I was like, Mom, what is it? Carol Baskin's going to be on Dance with the Stars. And I went, you're kidding.
You had to.
I had to. She's like, I know. And we laughed about it. But, you know, come at me if your mom is the last to tell you but the first to know.
She was making your day.
Oh, she was.
You've just been sitting at home churning butter with no contact with the outside world.
I know.
Living on a ranch somewhere, handling your gun armory.
It's true. It's true.
Because
I love her for it.
Everyone knew before her. Everyone.
It's true. I love that she calls. One day something's going to happen, and I'll want her to call, and she won't be able to.
Wow.
And I'll be sad.
You know what? That is self-shaming, and you don't need to do that. Don't shame yourself.
I'm mainly just concerned.
Leave that up to me.
That's
I do a much better job than you do.
Y'all, my toes are cold in this hotel room, and I'm here for it because everywhere else is hot.
It's positively frigid.
But you want to lay on your bed and do this show? I can just kind of like lay on it and just like spread my legs.
There's jizz from Piano Cat's last outing last night. So
I bet you did, because now you're in your hotel room, and so nobody can see your surroundings. So you feel like it's more private.
It's more anonymous.
Of course, the internet connection is.
I'm
and it does smell like pot.
Show me your.
Yeah, I have a contact high from the pot smell in the hallway. So
it's actually it's a nice hotel. For some reason, I'm in the area where everyone smokes weed.
Y'all, because it's a 4 Points in fucking West Side L.A.
Yeah, it's a Sheraton 4 Points, but yeah,
which are nice, you know.
It's like right in the middle. It's not luxury.
These are nice for Ardmore.
You're in like bougie. Wait,
only because points. We couldn't pay for it if it wasn't for points. That shit was too expensive. So anyway, speaking of points, this has nothing to do with points. Speaking of bougie. Oh, okay. A lot of people seem to like this episode already. Y'all are coming at us. I'm liking this show. Are you still?
No.
I am.
I find it to be horrendously forced. Now, that doesn't mean I don't laugh at what they set up.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point, and not that I have a problem with this, in a reality kind of cultural critic way, I do have a problem with it. But as two clowns with a lot of work done to their faces, I find it entertaining.
Okay.
To be able to do a podcast about it, I find it difficult, actually. I find this show, to talk about these two women's lives like this is not some kind of a produced thing for our consumption doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But
get-
we're still going to do the show.
We're still going to do the show. I get what you're saying. It's honestly one reason why, and we've kind of talked about this, but it's one reason why I don't love doing housewife shows. I mean, I don't love that format. And again, Crappens does it best. So listen to them if you want a great gaze talking about housewives. I just don't enjoy. I don't love as a man critiquing like or talking about women trying to find their way, even if they're. But these women, but Darcey and Stacey, you said when we first started the show, and I agree. I feel like they've really had a hand in making the show what it is.
They get it, and that
So I don't feel like they're being
no. And I think that's my biggest issue.
You almost wish they weren't.
Because they've crafted everything the way we're going to see them.
Like I already know how this season's going to end.
Oh, me too.
They're going to move to L.A.
Exactly.
That's the final episode. They moved to L.A. Season 2 is them in L.A.
Yeah.
It's already happening.
Totally.
And maybe Season 2, they'll guest on a podcast. They won't.
They won't.
They won't.
If we see them in L.A., y'all, we'll go up to them and...
You did get very excited in the middle of the show. You went, what if Darcey and Stacey are in L.A.? And I thought in my head, and I meant to say it then. I was like, I'll say it for the show. And I went, Poodle, get a bigger white whale.
It's true.
We've been in Corona too long when Darcey and Stacey is your white whale.
No, I would love to see them.
I would too.
She'd be both of them would be so messy.
And Jake said, Poodle said, and do you think they might recognize us from our video? And I said, if they're sober.
That's true.
Anyway.
Darcey's barely going to be sober, though. Let's get into it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Now, that's someone who, if we went up to, she's like, oh, my God, I love your videos.
I love gay people.
Raina watches everything that she's on.
Everything.
And she's obsessed with it.
And you know what, Raina?
We
would too.
We need to Instagram her. I'm sure she's around, and she'd probably talk to us. Raina, if you're out there, we want to talk to you. Debbie, we'll talk to you too.
I like Debbie. Debbie literally said one word, but had great. Her hair looked great. Debbie's wig would look amazing on me. It's not a wig; it's her hair. But if that were in a wig,
it's a fuller look.
But yes, thank you. Poodle knows I need full wigs.
You do. Otherwise, it looks like a man in a Three Stooges wig.
Not wrong. Anyway, so y'all, last episode, Debbie and Raina tried to talk to Florian. It didn't go well.
Didn't go good.
Shh.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
So Raina, Florian has just left out to go smoke. And Stacey goes after him, and he's like, I'm smoking, boo-boo. Mary Jesus, Lord. Mary Jesus, Lord. I enjoy that expression. Mary Jesus, Lord.
You know what? I really have to. Y'all, be sure to go.
Don't film me.
Go to the 90-day.
Don't film me.
I'm filming just your face.
Okay.
Y'all, be sure to go to the 90-Day Gays Instagram, because we're going to.
I'm not camera ready.
Hold on. This is very meta. This is meta right now, y'all. We're filming the podcast, but I need you to show y'all the way Jake contorts when he does Florian.
Okay.
Dude,
let's see.
Florian.
Here is Florian. Mary Jesus, Lord. Mary Jesus, Lord. You kind of have to let your tongue swirl around, and if you're not careful, you'll choke on your own tongue.
Y'all, I'm gonna put that on our post on our 90-Day Gays Instagram, so be sure to follow us on Instagram.
I feel like I was performing on cue like a trained seal.
If the seal barks.
You know what? If you throw me some money.
It's true. Or cheesecake. He just had cheesecake. Yo, we just had a cheesecake.
It wasn't good.
It was cheesecake / baklava, and it was neither.
Is there anything worse than when you go into a cheese bake and it's a no bake? And you're like, this is not what I signed up for. I thought about indulging in something. And when you have already thought this is going to at least make 3 pounds on me, it should be delicious.
Because
it should be rich.
When you go to the Cheesecake Factory, you know you're going to get good cheesecake.
Most of the time
you are.
I don't like the really sweet things.
I don't like their sweet things, too.
I went out with a guy who was a manager at the Cheesecake Factory.
Boy.
We went there 3 times.
Wait. You
Under
wait,
my ask.
Okay.
Because I loved getting free food.
You're so cheap. Now you're cheap.
No.
Sorry.
No. It's not that I'm cheap. I just love getting things for free.
I know you'd fuck Larry for a month to get free
No,
McDonald's.
y'all, like, that is my love language. Getting free food.
Wait.
If you want to
Was
date
this in
me.
Texas?
No, this here.
Where he worked at the one at the Grove?
No, he worked at the one. No, his main one was the one in Sherman Oaks.
So
But
you dated him
But
here.
I could get Grove discounts.
And you went on 3 dates with him.
Yeah. The third was kind of a friend date. Although I thought it was a friend date, he didn't.
Did you eat for food free?
Yes. Every time.
Were you attracted to him?
I thought I was online.
But you were attracted to the food?
No, I thought we could be friends.
Did y'all fuck?
I was really smart in kind of skirting that. Because I knew if we fucked...
What? So that means you fucked, or that means you...
No, we never did.
Okay.
But I kind of... The thing about what you don't know about dating me, it's kind of like that thing on
I'm so
Seinfeld.
glad I don't know.
Is I can get into your bloodstream a little bit, and then you think about me all the time, and then you need to see me. And it's kind of like chlamydia. I'm there. I'm always a little burning. You're always thinking about me every time you pee.
Wow.
Anyway, I had to end it because he wanted to...
You gain weight?
Huh?
You gain weight?
No. And I would not stop dating someone because they gain weight. However...
No, I mean, you gained weight, and you're like, I can't date you anymore because I can't eat Cheesecake Factory.
That's fair.
That's what I meant.
No, I just was... It kind of ran its course. And he wanted me to, like, go with him on some date that meant something. Like, I could hear him talk about it. I'm like, honey, I don't know if we're in the same place.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Hadn't talked to him. Wow. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay in Corona.
So too. Let's talk about this show again. God, we were sidetracked, y'all. Oh, okay.
Y'all, that is my love language. Free or at least discount food. You know, it wasn't free. Most of it was heavily, heavily discounted. Like I paid $5 for like all the entrees and stuff like that.
Was it worth it?
Oh, Cheesecake Factory is good, but there's so much food. It's like good, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it. All right.
But it's so much food. You eat there and you leave and you don't want to fuck because you're like someone's like pummeling you and you're like, bleh.
Wow.
He's vomit up cheesecake. I've heard.
Okay.
From a friend.
Let's keep going.
You asked me.
So they're
Where
like,
are we?
So Florian is down smoking. Stacey comes back up and she's like, he wants to be alone. He wants to be alone.
Let him calm down. Let him cool off.
Let him go down. And
So of course Raina's like, let me stay. I gotta go talk.
y'all, because Raina is that friend who always gets involved.
Oh yeah.
Even when
She's
she
the girl at the
shouldn't.
bar.
She's that girl at that bar.
And he's like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
So
no,
she goes
I don't want
like,
to talk to you.
He's like, she says, you know what?
Oh,
I
no.
think this, surprisingly, I know y'all didn't expect this, but I think this is going to be our first installment of 90 Day Gays Theater.
Darcey and Stacey
Darcey
Theater.
and Stacey Theater.
All right. Somewhere next door, Carl, I think someone just hummed the Masterpiece Theater theme song. Why do I want to listen to PBS now?
That's what happened.
She doesn't know. She's not listening to the podcast. She's just next door.
Yeah.
Hearing us scream.
Yeah, we got to wrap this show up before our neighbors
Yeah,
call.
you're really loud.
Welcome to my fucking world.
I know you're loud in your world too. Anyway, so we're starting this. I'll be playing the role of Florian, I assume.
I'll be playing the role of Raina and scene. Florian, I came to find you.
What do you want?
Listen.
I have no problem with you.
I just need to talk to you out of those pictures.
Shh.
Picture.
Woman, shush.
I mean, when I saw it, my jaw dropped. Florian.
No worry for this. No worry. I marry Stacey, not your friend.
Florian, do you have a dick pic?
What's
A
your
dick pic?
see?
Let me see. Let me just see what she's working with.
What you
Make
get
sure.
my phone?
What? I don't want to sleep with you. I just want to see it. It's been a long time, Florian. It's been like 4 months.
Marry Jesus, God.
Scene.
She is the kind of girl who would hiccup.
She wouldn't hit on your boyfriend, but she would want to see his dick and his junk, and
She
then she
would.
would go to her girlfriend and say, "Hey, show me his dick. He's disgusting."
She would say that.
Anyway, Florian basically doesn't answer the question at all, y'all.
He doesn't. I think
He completely
culturally
skirts by it.
Yeah, culturally, I feel like Florian. Stacey says this. He doesn't like to answer questions. It's like, I know answer question, idiot. So, is that a thing with Albanians? They don't answer questions.
I don't know.
You could say, what is the sun like today? Is it hot? I know answer question.
I know it's a question. So he's not answering, and Stacey's like, he comes back up, and they start to talk, and she's like saying, "It's just my friends," and he's shh, shh, shh,
Consistently, not wanting her to talk.
And so she finally just ends it with just
Which
says,
feels really gross to me.
it does.
It's hard to watch.
They kind of see her in the confessional, or like when they're Stacey and Florian are talking. She's like, well, first Stacey says, "Let's put it to bed," and Florian's shushing her.
We don't sugarcoat things in America.
And then he's like, "I don't marry your friends. I pay your bills."
I pay your bills. She's like, what? You pay my
What?
bills?
Pay my bills.
What do you mean? That's new. She
no.
does the Darcey right then. What? Don't pay my bills?
You're to me.
What? News to me.
He doesn't pay her bills. In fact, we don't even know for sure, but we think maybe she's helped him with money.
Yeah.
But he says eventually, he'll get a job.
When he gets a job.
When he gets a job, he will pay for her bills.
Yeah. Moving to.
Meanwhile,
This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is just clownish.
Okay.
This is fucking commedia dell'arte at its best.
you know what I wrote down during this? Because I wrote this down during the ice skating scene.
This is like physical comedy.
I'm gonna say something that's really gonna be controversial. Darcey, I bet you, grew up watching things like Carol Burnett, and she is a master of physical comedy.
I kind of agree.
I think she is a great
For
physical
our
comedian.
time.
Yes, I think she is fine with making a fool of herself. I bet you she's watched so many old comedy stuff that it's like slapstick. She's
so good at it.
She's really good at it. So y'all, she's cleaning her hair out of her car.
Hold on, say that again.
She's cleaning her hair out of the backseat of her car because it's fucking everywhere.
Her fucking ratty horsehair extensions.
And she said, "I'm cleaning up my car, cleaning up my life. I went to the therapist one time and I'm cured. I'm great."
As one of our sissies says, therapy ain't no car wash.
Y'all, just remember, you need to go to... Darcey needs years.
Yeah.
But most of us...
Like
maybe
3 times a week.
Maybe 3 months you could get in and get out. But, give it some time. Give it some time. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, she's cleaned this car, and something really I noticed about this is Darcey's never cleaned a car in her life. Because who just takes paper towels and wads
Just
them
wipes
up,
things.
and she just sprays, and she's just cleaning spots.
Yeah, I don't understand. There's no hose.
No.
There's no soap.
There's no like...
what is she using? Like bleach?
No idea. No idea. She's just...
It was like she'd never been taught how to wash a car before.
Nope. I'm cleaning out things for my life for once.
She'd never watched a Whitesnake video with Tawny Katane.
Never. ever. I'm going to dig deeper, and I'm going to clean my car.
Therapy helped her dig deeper, she said.
Did.
And she did postpone her date with Georgi.
She did.
I assume 1 week. Because now she's going to meet him in New York City.
Made a boundary for me, and I told him I couldn't see him. And he understood.
And she
That was
needs
2 days ago. Now I'm ready.
and she needs to have a talk with Stacey because therapy made her realize she needs to talk with Stacey about something. And she's like, oh, nail popped off. So of course, they have to go to the nail salon. Which is called Nail Bar, for pedicures. And they're both there, Darcey and Stacey. Gotta get my feet rubbed.
Gotta get my feet rubbed.
Calluses. And y'all, literally, like, I feel like the writers for this show, because, I'm sure someone's scripting something. They're scripting situations. But maybe Darcey and Stacey just heard our imitations.
I'm
and
wondering.
now they're just doing imitations of us.
As Andrea says, she sent us a Facebook message earlier.
Our moderator for
one
our
of our
Facebook
Facebook
group.
moderator, Andrea, and she said, "Oh my God, they're literally feeding you guys material."
Because I'm by no means am I flattered enough to think they listen to it, but it honestly feels like they're just saying versions of what we've made fun of.
I love it. I feel like they're
know.
leaning into it,
guess.
and I love it. And I love that because they're not tied to this 90-day format because to be honest,
Yeah.
Darcey and Stacey are the most entertaining when they're themselves and they're together.
Yeah, I agree.
If we're having to put them with, although watching both of them kind of flounder with these guys is
so
pretty great.
uncomfortable.
But they're the best when they're together. And so I feel like because there's no 90-day format, we get a lot of that out of the way. I mean, love the conversation like where Darcey says, we get everything together. We get our nails done. We get our hair done. We get our food. And Stacey's
boobs
like,
done.
Boobs done. And
She's
then,
like, but I got to get mine better than you because mine are a little bit juicy. She's like, what do you mean?
She said I have more
Juicy.
breast tissue. They're juicier. And then Darcey goes, juicy.
It's like,
Juicy.
and then
Yeah,
their
juicy
little
to me. I don't know.
then their little twitches start that feel like ticks. It's I'm telling you, this is like cartoon. It's by now they're not even real people anymore, and I'm kind of here for it.
I love them for it.
But this is what I'm saying. To be honest, it makes it harder to do a podcast about this show when they are so hyper aware.
I guess.
I'm just saying it's shitting on what I'd like to talk about.
I also think though it's kind of hit or miss because I do think so far we have seen moments, emotional moments. I don't think we saw them this episode, but we have seen emotional moments from Darcey and Stacey that we have not seen before.
I agree.
That have been unexpected. So I think it's kind of like maybe it's the roller coaster. This is more of the fun episode.
I don't think they're in this to make fun episodes. I think they're in it. I think they're in it to show us the drama of their lives.
Oh, for sure.
And if we do see them saying funny things, that's just their weird way of behaving.
I think it's all real.
Yeah.
I think it's all 100% authentic.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I agree. It's that like twins have different languages. Maybe those twitches are
hey.
maybe that's their secret language.
Maybe. Cody Ponder had a secret language with one of his best friends. And then I realized when I got to college, it was just Swahili. I didn't know.
What?
And one of my friends in high school had a
Cody,
language.
so you know that Swahili is not. That's an African language.
No, but or not Swahili. It was
What the fuck?
was it where you like put the letter at the end
Pig
of
Latin.
Pig Latin. They were just speaking Pig Latin, and I didn't know. I thought in middle school that they made a whole new language.
Swahili is an African language.
I got confused because Mrs. Daffrin, our science teacher,
I don't want to hear
in
this
the
story.
same grade, if
This
we
is
did,
going to be racist.
It was, but I'm telling you why I got confused. If you didn't understand what she was saying, she was like, "Y'all, I'm not speaking Swahili." That's what she would say. She was a good science teacher.
just slightly racist.
She was the reason why I got young astronauts and went to space camp.
We're not ready. This is
Not
no
the
time.
real space camp. I went to the space camp in Oklahoma because that's all they could afford. It was at OU for like a weekend.
Wait a minute.
That's where I killed someone on the mock mission.
Did they just have one of those ice containers and painted space capsule?
Basically, yeah. Basically, they had like a fake.
You know those things that are painted like ice with 2 doors on them?
Yep. It really did look like that. You could see where someone welded it together. And
I can't do this. I can't do this right now.
No, I was the surgeon, so I had to make sure everybody had life support.
It's 1:30 in the morning, and I cannot talk about space
because
camp
I wanted to be
Oklahoma.
an astronaut on the ship, and they wouldn't let me, and so they made me be a surgeon. I was pissed about it, and I really didn't like space camp. It was horrible. None of them were fun at all, and so I was ready for the week to be done, and we were doing our mission, and all the parents are watching the mission. And I'm supposed to be monitoring the astronauts. And then a problem happened, and I was supposed to, like, give more oxygen, and I pressed the wrong button, and one of the astronauts died on the mission, and it was my fault.
Was none of this rehearsed?
Not really. I mean, kind of. And then we all had microphones, so that way it would be like, right, I'm coming to mission control. And so all you hear is they say, we have a problem. And then you hear me say, well, shit. And my mother just silently gets out of the room and backs away.
Wow.
And I had to find her at the car.
So you killed someone.
Because she was mortified.
This all sounds like a colossal waste of time. What were you learning?
You know the best thing I learned at space camp? If you want to get ketchup out of the Heinz 57 bottle, hit it on the 57 and it'll come out.
That's not true.
It is true. That's why they have it on the sides. When you hit the 57, that's where the ketchup will come out.
God, that's so...
That's what I learned at space camp.
Think about how much money... Oh, you know what? Never mind. Because Oklahoma never put any money in for any kids thing. Protect the unborn, yes. We'll do everything. Military, everything. We'll do things for guns, yes.
Space camp.
Things for kids, we're going to give you $300. Figure it out.
Oh, it's fun.
Where were we? So they are talking about, they're getting pedicures, scrape the particles off the feet. And so she's saying, Darcey says, I'm ready to do our company all over again. Are you on board? And so they talk about their house of 11.
We don't need to go all through it, but y'all, that's their fashion line. They did it before. They were saying they were doing...
Their brother
was born on May 11th
and died.
Died on July 11th.
Love.
So they were apparently in department stores. They were on fashion. They were in... And then
I don't know how many celebrities wore their clothes.
Well, they said that the reason that line petered out is because they chose love.
I don't know if that's accurate.
If you have a pretty successful clothing line,
you can get someone to run it while you choose love.
You're gonna keep making it. You're gonna keep making it.
So, as we said before, y'all, this is all an attempt to get to LA to do the second season, and that's why every episode is scripted within an inch of his life. So they are.
Darcey, focus on her legacy.
Darcey,
you already have a legacy, Darcey.
You do. Darcey wants to go back to L.A.
for a visit. Take
and
Florian.
Stacey says, "Yeah, I want to go for a visit.
Let's take Florian."
And so Florian, it's in this, y'all. This is when we get into this weird. Florian is going into the grocery store, and all of a sudden the music goes full Peter and the Wolf. Like bassoon. Bassoon is the instrument that sounds like a fart, y'all.
It is, yeah.
So the whole thing goes.
Isn't that the duck?
I can't remember. I think it is.
I loved that when I was a kid.
So he's going into the grocery.
Scared me.
Florian wants to apologize. He's like, strawberries.
Y'all, whole drink every time he says strawberries and you'll be drunk.
They have fruit strawberry. yield. I want to get strawberry, little bear, romantic thing. We have romantic time.
Strawberry.
I want her to make love, make her feel my love. I go down the ocean, go black and blue. I walk across the avenue. Ain't there nothing that I wouldn't do, Stacey, to make you feel my love.
It's hard to harmonize with Florian.
He doesn't really sing on a pitch.
Doesn't really. Mm-mm.
So, strawberry. Carl? I think there's a man in the next room having a seizure. Can you call the front desk?
The editing was pretty fantastic on this. It really was just like, strawberry.
So he said the word strawberry. a lot.
Strawberry.
And so he's like, they have strawberry here. I know very few supermarkets that you could not find strawberries in. We do live in California, so you may not be able to find them.
I don't know. We live in a great.
I'm trying to even unseasonably. I think you
never
can
know.
find them.
I think you probably could too. However,
Connecticut.
I do notice whenever you go to even when I go back to grocery stores in Oklahoma, things that I think that they have everywhere.
Yeah,
we forget. Oh, we live in California where everything.
We're close
grows,
to everything. Yeah,
it grows, and they don't. They don't have as much kale as we do.
No. So
anyway, y'all.
He gets her lots and lots of roses, too. But then we go back to Darcey.
She's going ice skating.
She's going
y'all,
ice skating.
This is where the physical comedy really is highlighted. This was, y'all.
This is when, you guys, this is when the show, I know it's funny, this is when this show is its tiredest. And it's a problem because with a lot of the shows we do with 90 Day, there is a lot of times a reason why we're going to be somewhere, and there's a specific reason why we are somewhere.
And she's going to talk to her kids about L.A., but I think that's the hardest point they have about this show is they want to focus. They want to do something usually every episode with Darcey and Stacey's kids. However, I bet Darcey is very aware of that she doesn't want a negative. And I don't even think it's about her being a mother. I think it's like she said, she is kind of a mama bear. I think it's about she doesn't want the girls to look bad or look negative.
I totally agree.
And so I think all their scenes with the girls are kind of puff pieces.
I just feel like everything you could have thrown away this whole scene. And even with the reality show, you guys, every scene should be part of the puzzle. And this is much more for physical comedy.
I mean,
yeah.
I loved it and I laughed because I love Darcey and I think she's a great physical comedian. And what I love about Darcey, what is a different juxtaposition that I think I was watching this and I thought, I think that's one of the things that endears me to her so much. I don't know a lot of women who look like that, who are comfortable making a fool of themselves.
I totally agree. And
the fact that she does that is very lovable.
You're talking about we're talking about two different things. I'm talking about content.
I know what you're. Like I said, these scenes are kind of puff pieces. They mean nothing.
And I feel like think about shows like The Hills, you guys, which we're going to be doing a new by Curious with Selling Sunset, which is the same producers. Shows like The Hills and The Real OC, and I'm sure there were others. But, like, they were they were, of course, very fake. Like, they'd be going these places, then a song would play, and then they'd be there, and, like, Lauren Conrad would never take a bite of her salad. Like, it was so fake, and you loved the fakeness of it.
I think they were also... Those had a team of writers on that.
Totally.
That were writing, which I don't think Darcey and Stacey does.
But I feel... No, it doesn't. No, but I feel like there's something that feels... almost it's in the middle. It can't be real and it can't be fake. And there's finding some place in the middle that doesn't hit me. Mm-hmm. So because I'm all about I enjoy where you're coming from. I like the laughter in it, but I'm I'm thinking about content and storytelling, and they come up short for me there. Mm-hmm. Sorry to be like a negative Nancy about this show.
I don't care. No.
But we're still going to do it, y'all.
Yeah.
Still hurts my voice.
I'm making you.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know.
Well, actually, I'm not making you. Our listeners are making us because they love them.
So,
actually, some people hate it, some people love it. I actually feel like Darcey and Stacey is very 50-50 in the TLC universe.
it's weird. Well, it's by no means. This is not a show. This is only a show for people who like Darcey and Stacey. If you're a fan of 90 Day, just a strict fan, you may not like it at all.
Yeah, agreed.
And so it's not that this show has to be like 90 Day. It's just that I feel like they're making celebrities out of these two women who aren't.
You don't think they're celebrities?
No.
Oh, I think Darcey kind of is. Stacey, I don't know. Darcey,
she's close. But it's not enough to have people written into scenes for her.
Yeah, I get
she
that.
can carry it with her parents. Where I feel it fall apart is when she was meeting with Georgi, and we're gonna talk about this.
Okay. Something came off.
I just it felt so awkward to me, and it felt so scripted. Oh God! So anyway, they're ice skating. She's falling. She's like, "Mommy in the middle, hold mommy up. I'm actually good at this." Ha!
You know what? She skates a lot better than I fucking do.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm from Oklahoma. We never went ice skating like twice, but she can spin around. Can
She's
you
like,
spin around when
good.
you're ice skating?
Before I do a split unintentionally.
So no, y'all.
Yeah.
Aniko got a rose from a boy. Darcey was great. I do think Darcey was fun. She's like, so I'm talking to my girls. I think being a good mom is about being young at heart. And then the next sentence she said,
Instagram.
but I'm a mama bear at heart. And I'm like, well, are you young at heart? Are you mama bear? Or are you a young mama bear at heart? Are you a teen? There's a lot of things happening at heart, Darce. But anyway.
Yeah, she's a little weird.
So she talks to them about going to L.A. I mean, this is pretty quick. But basically, they're
all for it.
They're all for it. They're like,
Because,
it's fine.
y'all,
and Nico's about to go to college anyway.
What two girls wouldn't want to go to Los Angeles from cold Connecticut?
Well, what two girls that's mother is Darcey and their
Yeah.
aunt Stacey?
And they've lived there before.
Yeah. Come on. They want to go. I will say, though, it is, and granted, I know it's just in the editing, but Darcey can be cuckoo. She can be self-involved. She can be a lot of these things. And also, I don't know the relationship with the girls with their father, so give credit to him as well. But these young ladies are
They're super grounded.
Super grounded.
Yep.
So well balanced. And I kind of thought, kudos to you, Darcey, for raising two anti-Darcey and Stacey. Like, you know what I mean? She could have raised, like, two daughters that are really kind of in their heads, not confident.
I mean, I think we're seeing Darcey when she's on.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing Stacey when she's on, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure she's a lot more reserved when she's not being TV mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
But, yeah. It's one of the problems with it's one of the reasons why I say they're cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
They're so on, it's hard to watch. And why
Yeah, because no one's ever said that about us.
Never. and the thing about why Darcey is so real in 90 Day is because the stakes are so high, it just kind of breaks for her.
Mm.
And you would understand why all this kind of high stakes acting would pay off there.
Mm-hmm.
And she got more and more as an actor cartoon in the Tom season, which for Jessie, she's just losing her mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Well,
when
I think
developed.
she really loved Jesse. I don't think she really loved Tom.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how she could love Jessie. Wow.
Yeah.
Sociopath.
Before we jump on, though, we should take a quick
break.
commercial break.
Live at 11 p.m.
After the commercial break, I told, do you need a post that Piano Cat's going live at 11 p.m.?
I'm here, boys.
The Wyndham Suites
Wyndham
in El Segundo.
I'll have made it. At the Wyndham Economy Suites.
Economy Suites at El Segundo.
Wyndham Economy Suites 2.
2.
So Darcey's showering, y'all. Full face of makeup, got her hair.
Not even just makeup, full lashes.
She's basically showering because she needs to shave her whole body.
She's shaving her arms
and her feet,
her pits.
Got some hair on the big toe there.
A little prickly. Want to be all nice and smooth.
And she's like, Georgie, I'm coming, baby.
Georgie, I'm coming. Literally, no, she's gonna come. So gonna get wined and dined in the city.
And so she's saying all these things to no one.
To no one.
That's
she's just
muttering to herself like a crazy person.
I mean, what's it like when Darcey goes to the post office? Oh, here I am. Walking there, gonna mail a letter.
Priority. Do you really think it's the priority?
Today. Yep. Gotta get the signature. By the way, she's not talking to a male person. She's just talking to the kiosk where you select it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's a return receipt. Oh, I've been looking for a return receipt for a long time.
I think a lot of it has to do with that idea of having to fill the silence, you guys. She's not comfortable just with having them just film her. So she just have to come up with this running commentary.
I don't think it's I want to put a period after the word comfortable in that sentence. She's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Period. And I think it's not just the filming. I bet you that Darcey is I bet she never really sits at home.
Oh, never.
And
She's
just
always
chills
gotta be
out
moving.
and watches TV. If they do, it's an event where it's movie night. We have a movie. And probably in the middle of the movie,
Come on, girls.
She's getting up
Mama,
and
girl
down
time.
and like going to get things. You need this. Yeah. She never just like sits.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Darcey, if you don't sit and chill out, do that.
Oh, interesting.
As
I sit, chill out.
As Sean from Lalu says,
I chillax.
Chillax. Y'all, this episode of Lalu.
Oh, I'm still tired. My voice hurts.
It was
Ta.
It was so good. We did a 2-hour episode because there was a lot to talk about.
I felt that in my spine.
Oh.
Anyway, so she's putting on her Miami glow, bronzing her whole body.
She's getting all her glow up.
The first date is the
How
whole
often do they
weekend.
go to New York? I mean, it's like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Is that just considered quick?
For them it is. Yeah.
I mean, that's like driving to South Dallas, where I'm from, every time. Would you do that? Or North Oklahoma, like driving up to Edmond and Nichols Hills from Ardmore.
Nichols Hills.
It's a rich part of Edmond. It's a rich part.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say is I have a feeling that Nichols Hills
they had the best Christmas lights in
is
Nichols
different
Hills.
than New York.
I don't know. They have really good Christmas lights in Nichols Hills. It's gorgeous at Christmas time. Big houses.
I have a feeling that a lot of things for production that can be done in New York. And that's the city. And that's where Darcey and Stacey want to go because they think this is where the elite go.
Maybe. But that's what people think in Oklahoma City, that the elite go to Nichols Hills.
In Oklahoma City, or you mean Ardmore?
No, in Oklahoma City.
They don't.
I'm just saying. Come at me if you live in Nichols Hills.
Oklahoma City? People would go to far away. Oklahoma City is an actual city.
Yeah,
but people don't give a shit about things.
They go to North Side. I don't care.
That's the first time I've ever heard you. I just read you about a place where you're from, and you said, I don't care.
Exactly.
That felt good.
So, y'all,
This
is something I liked about her meeting Georgi. I like that she's wearing normal shoes. Now, granted, it's raining, but I like that she's not wearing ridiculous heels she can't even walk in.
She is, however, wearing a Sandy from the end of Grease leather jacket.
With electrifying. Sandy. Whoa. Sandy.
Who is like,
Darcey.
whoa, Sandy.
Darcey looks so good. I just saw.
And you know what the motto
Your
of
boobs,
Grease
your
is,
lips.
you guys?
I'm not gay at all, Darcey.
The motto of Grease is, if you don't like, if your boyfriend wants someone other than you, change yourself to make it like him.
It's
and
true.
That's what Darcey does.
That's what Darcey does. And that's what Sandy did, too. Whoa, Sandy.
That's what I just said. But thank you.
I'm just laying it out for people.
I'm like I just said that. You're like, and that's what Sandy did at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
everyone get that? She wore the leather jacket.
No, just making it clear.
Do you think clarity was needed?
Yeah, a little bit. Wow. Anyway, y'all. So he walks out. She's like, or actually, she's more like, and then she gasps.
She runs to him.
She runs to him, gives him a hug. Now, y'all, they've been on one date in Miami, okay, or that's where they met. They met online, but they did go on one weekend date in Miami. Y'all, he's 33. He's from Bulgaria.
He doesn't have a cent to his name.
No.
He's a part-time model, part-time massage therapist, and he loves a girlfriend who supports him financially and otherwise.
And y'all, I think...
Ding, ding, ding.
What do you think, Poodle? I think it's huge.
Oh, it's big.
And you know why?
It's more thick than anything else.
Because come and take a spin on the Dick Riviera. Let him stick it in on the Dick Riviera.
You can't sing too loud. It's late at night in a hotel.
Dick Riviera.
One more time. It's
Dick
the
Riviera.
I'm sorry, neighbors.
You get a dig. You get a dig. Yes, you all get a dig. The Dick Riviera.
Carl? Hey, can we go to the Dick Riviera? Can you turn off your Spotify? I'm trying to watch Murder, She Wrote. Some faggot just sung about it next door. Thank you, Carl.
See, my Carl's wife is next door. Yours is on the podcast.
It's true because there's many Carl's wives.
Oh, yeah.
Many.
Carl's a common name.
They literally are very close to each other where they're both from. So it'll be interesting when they meet.
You mean Albania, Florian, and
Albania's
Georgi?
on the west side. Isn't
You're not going to... No, don't go through here.
Then it's on the east side, right?
Albania's right up against...
Albania's right above Greece, right?
Yes.
And then Bulgaria is on the east side of
Bulgaria is not...
it's not right next to each other.
Yeah.
But they're...
I believe Bulgaria is landlocked.
He says that we have the ocean. I thought it was
right.
long
You're right.
name,
You're
too.
right. Here,
Anyway.
tell them this, and I'm going to look at the map.
Anyway, y'all, it's huge. It is huge. He's huge. How tall is this man? Sissy, let us know how tall Georgie is.
You're right. It is on the other side because Albania is right here. Albania is right above Greece. Then there's Macedonia. Then Bulgaria. But yeah, it's all kind of in the same
Dick Riviera.
Yeah, that's what we called it. We talked about Serbia last time. Serbia, Kosovo, Montenegro, all part of the Dick Riviera.
It's
woo. And if you sail around Greece, you can get to Bulgaria. Sail around Greece, you can get to the balls of the Dick Riviera. Yeah. Back up to the taint around Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm.
Go through the strait at Istanbul.
I don't go through any straits when I go to Dick Riviera.
It's a Dick Riviera.
Oh.
You got Dick Riviera in your brain again.
As promised, y'all, that will be on the musical episode.
It has to be
coming in 2027.
So
Bulgaria.
Do you think he's hot? I'm.
His body's insane.
I'm so with his face.
You know,
clean shaven is much better. That horse's tail of a ponytail makes me want to grab him. He looks like, remember the Jim Carrey horrible version of a female bodybuilder? What was her name?
Oh, we talk.
The one who talks like this.
Yeah. That probably wouldn't age well. I bet that segment.
No.
I get that.
That's who he looks. That haircut reminds me.
I think
of.
he's a model, and I mean that by model that really sometimes really good models.
I agree
with
with Florian.
Very different in all different types of in a chameleon way, but also you're you don't look attractive, but then they get in front of the camera. On the camera, he looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
So I agree with you though. There's
That haircut isn't doing him any favors.
I don't like it when his hair's up in that pony.
Horsetail pony.
That's not doing it for me. But then sometimes when his hair's down, and I mean, when he lifted her into the bedroom.
Y'all, I love a guy who can throw me around.
Ooh. Ooh. Y'all, so Bulgaria is home of roses, actually.
Yeah, big roses.
Just to let everybody know. And like he says too, he's like, Darcey, very beautiful. I like big boobies. She has great body. Boobies. And so, even this is the problem with Darcey. And this is where, so I can see where you think some things, I agree with you. Some things felt scripted. But then there's other things where, and it's again why I love Darcey. She can't help but be such like a needy mess when it comes to love.
God,
and
she
that
was
makes her so relatable, and like my heart breaks for her. But even the fact that she was like, "Oh my God, he held my back. Nobody else. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Tom or Jesse would have never done that."
And I'm like, stop comparing. Again, what did she do with Tom? All she talked about was how Jesse didn't do it.
Yeah.
So already now we're starting that pattern, Darcey, and it's this. It just, I'm Twitter pated, with her, and I'm excited with her, but then the fall is going to be,
we do a brief reprieve to Florian's kind of Ghost moment where the candles and the rose petals, didn't they do that in Ghost? Why do I feel like...
They've done it in many things.
In movies, tons of, basically any Lalu episode.
Yep.
Where there's always rose petals. And I think, y'all... We actually have the rose petals here right now.
Yeah, Yeah, we do.
They're kind of a sponsor, and strangely enough, they were in my hotel room.
Yeah.
Someone had some paramour had laid them there for me.
Yep.
And I chose not to let the paramour in.
I personally was offended because Bulgarian roses are trash. I can't believe he's talking about them. I'm glad they're not here.
I can't believe I'm at the Wyndham Suites Economy number 2. What a dump.
Yeah, why does it smell like Clorox bleach and is that orange tang?
You don't know what I've seen, Rose Petal. It was a real scene last night.
Oh God, Rose, but I just realized we left the bear.
Oh, wait, we have the bear on the phone. Help me. Help me. I don't want to see. Y'all, that little bear is scarred. Because that little bear just saw Florian eat Darcey's fucking face.
Stacey.
Why do I always confuse them?
Because they're twins, and
You know what? That's fair.
things in your head are wired wrong. That's the only explanation I have.
That's more fair.
I've gotten used to it. That something is just something.
Like our friend Allie said, I speak Maddie.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it's not that. It's like if there was a God for everyone to make every person, your God was and he's cross-eyed. He's like putting the things in your head. I guess this goes here. And he put all the right things in there, but they're just all mixed up. I say that with most well-meaning.
Are you finally comfortable yet?
No, I haven't been comfortable this whole day. It's starting to get to me.
Oh, God.
So there's all these fucking candles on the floor, which looks like a fire hazard. Lots of rose petals.
And then
there's that bear.
And then all of it goes away as soon as they bring out the strawberries, the chocolate,
and the spray whipped cream.
Stacey says, I got the dream and the love of chocolate, and I have chocolate.
And
that doesn't make sense.
The most romantic sound in the world is...
In fact, we have, this is what we like to call a special 90-day Stacey and Darcey theater.
This episode's never going to end.
Poodle is going to be playing the role of Stacey and Florian.
Oh, God, I have to do all this. All right.
And you'll see what I'll be playing. And see.
I am here to make sexy time with you. Oh, I like nothing better than to eat a strawberry out of your mouth. Oh. Florian, what is your hand doing? Oh, where are you putting that? I don't know where that went. I thought you were going to do more than just the...
No, you're Stacey and Florian. I have to be the whipped cream. Who am I going to be?
But there's nothing that happens in that scene. They just feed each other strawberries.
And it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then they cut to Stacey just saying, love sexy time. Love this.
Anyway.
Love that. We're going to get it on because Florian can't speak because he didn't know the language. And he's just, at one point, I thought he was going to put so much whipped cream on his hand that he was just going to fuck her with his
it was
fist
weird.
in her mouth.
The kissing was really intense, too.
It was like, it was eating your face kissing.
Yeah, it was gross.
Which sometimes I'm into, honestly. I'm not against it. I don't know if I would do it on television. Maybe. Speaking of, this is where 90 Day Fiancé Multiverse, kind of Darcey and Stacey differentiates itself from 90 Day in that, as some of you are wondering already, the Sissy Squad starts to get a little skinny maxy here.
Yeah. So let's talk about Darcey's her big dinner in the Frank Sinatra room at the restaurant Patsy's Italian. And she's basically like, I like when you lead. Already just like this, putting all these weird things on this like budding relationship.
It's a second date. So he's eating shrimp, and Darcey's like,
no, it's the first date.
well, no, they met in Miami.
Oh, that's right. The second date. Yeah. First date in New York.
Yeah. And then, gotta sneeze. Anyway, he eats the shrimp, and she's like, oh, you know how to take a good bite?
She's like,
Again,
how's your meat? Juicy.
how's your meat? Juicy.
It's just
Flavorful.
It's just all double entendres. It's like she had
I think
picked
they
out
use butter.
Remember that, like,
Creamy.
It's like a gift. It's like one of those really bad sex games at Spencer Gifts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like you're throwing out cards, and it's like you've got a really meaty blank.
Yeah, exactly. Got a meaty blank. So they're eating this food.
Come up with a word of their person's body, that's creamy.
Suddenly, the Vince Galdari trio shows up.
Garaldi.
Whatever they're called.
Galdari.
Y'all know him from the Charlie Brown
Garaldi.
Christmas. But it literally is just like kind of really good jazz, but it's just like it's so
I wrote down
weird.
This music is bizarre.
It's so bizarre. And then he's like,
The saxophone music. Yeah.
yes. And then he gives her this Bulgarian rose oil because, y'all, we get it. Roses are his brand. Even when he gave her the roses before, Darcey kept saying, oh, Bulgarian roses. Never had Bulgarian roses before. Oh, they're so big. So he gives her this rose oil, which honestly is a very sweet gift.
Yeah.
And
Very
Darcey
specific
says,
to what he is.
I'll slather it all over.
That's
Put
what
it
I went,
anywhere.
okay.
And he's like,
I want to put it all over you.
you put so much time and energy to it.
When I do Georgi, by the way, it's going to be of the Russian guy in Rocky 3. I must break you.
That's fine. That's fine.
Everything is going to be right here.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's my
basically,
Georgi.
he starts to ask, like, well, I don't, ask her if she's talking to anybody else. And she says no.
She's like, no. What? Really? Cut me off guard.
And
the
he's
only
like,
one.
Yeah, I'm the only one. And he says no, too. And then the music changes, and Darcey just says, don't do it. Don't
Here I go.
Don't you. Don't. I swear to fucking God. Don't. Here I go. I'm very grateful for you. Very grateful.
This is the second date, and they're already professing their love.
You complete me. You complete me.
That's when
You're a
I
really
went,
good guy.
That's when I went, and that's when you lost any credibility.
Yeah, and she says,
And thank you for letting me enjoy my life.
what does that mean?
What
does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. These are just Instagram quotes.
And then Georgie just said, where's our next date?
Ditto.
Follow that.
And she's like, what? It's going to end now?
And this is where Darcey takes a move out of Poodle Boudreaux's book.
Yeah, I've said that before, too. I very romantically said, want to go back to my place?
Yeah.
Or shall we go?
Or you just take their hands and stick it down your pants and they finger your butthole.
Yeah.
That's happened in public.
It's amazing how you do speak right to my heart.
The
The one word you can light up the dark. It's like sometimes you say it best by fingering my hole.
That is what Alison Krauss in Union Station originally had sung. And then
You say it best when you finger my hole.
they had a rewrite. I don't think it worked as well, but you know what? Sure.
Sometimes that's all that needs to be said.
Sometimes that all. This is what
Actions mean more. That's my love language.
This is where I perked up. As they get to the hotel room,
So you say it best when you finger my
we
hole.
ruin everything.
I'm so sorry. That's a beautiful song.
It is.
And we destroyed that.
Georgie can't take off his jacket because his muscles are so big.
He says my muscles got too pumped.
I felt my dick
I was
grow.
aroused.
My blood started moving then.
So
And then he just fucking goes to town on
he just
kissing her.
throws her on the bed, y'all. I felt a little uncomfortable sitting here with you.
I did too.
I would have excused myself into an interior room.
I just was like,
And the only interior room left is the bathroom in this hotel room,
it's
y'all.
true. And you can hear everything.
Yeah.
Because I already heard him. I already heard him chatting like 10 minutes ago when we were on a break. No, it's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. Just send the money. Okay, here's my dick. That's what I heard.
No cash tips.
No cash tip. So he throws her on the bed, and she's like, "Oh, can I get a little massage? Can I get the Georgie special?"
So then he's got strong hands. He's like, this is feeling good.
And then literally it's, dis-toi, ben-moi.
But then stuff starts to hurt. She's like,
This is where I kind of lost my shit.
now this is funny.
And you know what? I think this will give us to our
Oh
final
my God.
Darcey and Stacey theater.
So you want a massage, do you?
Yes.
You want to lay down, I rub your back.
Okay.
Just so y'all know, I'm actually laying down on a bed because I'm a method actor.
I'm already laying down, so it's fine.
Okay. I'm here.
So here we go.
Okay.
I grab your neck here,
Oh,
very
that's
slowly move it down.
Wow, that's much better than Jesse would grab my neck.
Yes, and we go up
Okay.
here. I give you a
Okay.
tight
Okay, can you
neck
just-
crunch here, and then that.
Oh, could you just...
Lit.
Oh, okay, could you
And
just
then-
move that? Oh, fuck me.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. Ha. Oh. Ee. Oh.
Is that feel good? Very romantic, all
Yeah.
right?
Could you get a little lower? I did yoga yesterday.
And here, touch you here.
Oh, whoa.
What
Ha.
very romantic sound you're making.
Oh. Oh.
That's a low sound of a voice.
Oh, fuck yeah! Yeah, rub my back, bitch! Yeah! Oh!
Are you still a woman?
Look at my tits.
And scene.
Y'all, she made the craziest noises.
I'm not going to lie. I make those noises when I get massaged. I'm one of those people when I'm like, oh my gosh. Ugh.
They would rather you be quiet.
Well, I feel things.
I do too, but I'm going to keep it to myself. I don't want anyone to go,
And then they show them get into the bed, and they pull the covers up, and Darcey's like, so much chemistry. And Darcey said, I feel like I'm on top of the world.
He's like, not yet.
And y'all, you know what that means?
She's going to climb on Mount Olympus.
And ride his that's what he calls his dick, Mount Olympus. Y'all.
Even though that's Greece, but
because she is taking a trip to Dick Riviera, and I'm here
she's
for
going,
it.
Y'all, she has booked a cruise on the Dick Riviera.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
She got that private suite. Good for you, Darcey. Good for you.
And we're going to port. It's the Dick Riviera.
Y'all, that's the show. Poodles.
I'm dead.
Almost exhausted. Like, y'all, he's laying down. His shirt's halfway up his stomach.
Stop.
His feet are laid up. His hair is crazy from rubbing his hair.
It's been a long day. I was out at the pool. It was a little hot.
I told you not to do that, and I knew it exhausts you. You can't do it tomorrow. We've got a hay.
We got a high.
We've got hay, y'all. So, speaking of, be sure to jump into. So, the way it's going to work this week is we have there is no toe this week.
There's no toe. We go away. Toe comes back in October.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have Darcey and Stacey obviously on Sunday nights. And what we're going to do on Monday nights and Tuesday nights, we might be doing two-parter episodes.
We might be two-part episodes because these episodes are already really long anyway.
And it's hot, and Poodle gets exhausted, and we know. So if we do it in two parts, we would release one on Monday night, and then the other hay on Tuesday morning.
Yep. So that way, you guys could always get a little gift every day.
Yes. So try to, because we know some of you thirsty dick pics are gonna be like, I want it all now. But a lot of you, when we drop a show, email us and say, this is what I did. So this way we feel like you get both worlds.
Yep.
We try.
Yep.
Anyway, y'all, go to 90daygays.com. Be sure to sign up for our Sissy Sentinel. That's our newsletter. There's a link to it in the show notes. Just click. And it's like at the very top. Click on that. We only email you once a month. We've got some big news coming up.
Big news about our virtual live show in October.
We're starting to plan that. We should have a trailer coming out soon. So a lot of big stuff coming for us, which is actually really great that some of these shows are taking a hiatus right now because it gives us time. Some of you are like, that's good. Y'all get to take a break. I'm like, no, we decided to do this shit. Yeah. So we're going to keep on going, Queen.
And for those of you who at the $8 tier, instead of, because Love After Lockup is also taking a hiatus, you're going to get 4 different Bi-Curious episodes. The Bi-Curious episode for next week is going to be an episode of Selling Sunset. We will let you know soon. That's on Netflix.
Yes, we don't know which episode, so we actually asked our Patreons to let us know what episodes they want us to record. Lastly, y'all, go to, besides going to the website, you merch and all that kind of stuff, leave a review. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.
We're in the top 20 for after shows because of y'all.
Because of y'all sharing, because of you caring, and all that good. And nothing makes Poodle happier than a 5-star review.
Except a good cam session. Even I love a review more than that. Or you can review my cam session.
You know what? On that note, you can't do that. And we're going to go. But you guys, wait, we don't have a sign up for them, right?
No. No, we do. It begins with an M.
Mary. Make me Molly.
You said it earlier.
Mariachis. Maleficent. Oh, manifest it.
Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord help the sister that comes between me and my man.